let's roll in here real quick. We're gonna skip around and try and hit some of the highlights.
Reported for that last community live stream. That was, we had that
Oh yeah,
network
the
outage.
play date.
These guys, they got a job on their hands. Ooh, they got some game fuel back here. I like that. I mean, look, the set looks cool. The set looks cool. The sword, the needler. I like it. I would love to have this. This looks like a great podcast studio. You know, I would love to have this.
In the whole building. So,
by the way, this is the Banished Honor community live stream for Halo Infinite. We're gonna skip through it, watch a little bit, and see what's new with Halo Infinite.
we are excited to be back, as you could probably guess from the little teaser there in the intro.
Oh my God, this guy can't wait for this dumpster fire to just be over. I mean, this Halo Infinite saga has probably aged him. It's like being the president of the United States, dude. I mean, I'm not saying he looks bad here, but you can see the tiredness in his eyes, you know? It's like he's taken the Halo franchise right now through the deepest, darkest valley it's ever been through, and it's just, brutal.
In even the art around us, we are moving into Banished territory. We are going to give you all a look at what's coming next week. On Tuesday, we'll be shipping our next free update for Halo Infinite. But before we jump into that, a couple cool things that you may not be aware of because they just happened right now in real time. 2 new maps are available on Infinite. So first one we shared and showed off a bit ago. This is called Corrosion. I believe you will find this map available right now in a 24/7 Corrosion playlist for a short time.
Yep, Corrosion 24/7 live now. You can jump in, play as much of it, get your eat your heart out, dive in, and get to dive into some acid pools as well.
Yeah, I don't know about literally diving into that acid because it does actually hurt you, but I'm excited to jump back in here as we were discussing yesterday. Last time I played
Forgers.
Wanted to make
Here's the other gray
Halo
map
5 with a lockout aesthetic, and you can really see it in this shot how it's got those.
Lockout was blue. This is gray. But no, I get it. Shout outs to the Forgers. Honestly, they're carrying.
Carlos Frutos, thank you for building interference and sharing it with us, and we hope ranked players enjoy.
I'll check that out
after. Racking out some slays today.
Yeah, should be fun. Yeah.
Go.
Now, though, I think what folks really wanted to talk about is what's new and what's next. So we're going to shift gears and we're going to look forward. Like I said at the start, Halo Infinite's next update's coming on Tuesday, April 30th. So we're 1 week
like
out.
A defeated man.
Teaser kicked off yesterday, so a lot more information will be forthcoming over the next few days. But today we just want to give you a overview of what's coming. Of course, there is a new operation which we'll take a closer look at, but we have a couple other cool features that we're very excited to share as well.
Let's do it.
And to do this, we are going to transition into a bit of a live demo here.
Let's go.
Typical caveat: this is a pre-release build. We're in sort of in a live and build environment. We're actually.
All right, so
we want to know how the sausage is made. We're actually.
Sketch's soul has been broken here. You're looking at the man whose spirit, not soul, the man whose spirit has been broken. There's a little bit of life here. He still needs to come down a few pegs, a couple more years of being a part of the Halo franchise, and he will look like this, and he will have a broken spirit. But there's a little light, flickering there. But give it some time, brother, and you'll be right there.
In real time right now, in parallel, this build is going through the certification process on its way to eventually land on your PCs and Xboxes next week. So,
dang, I said PC first.
Fingers crossed, none of that interferes with our live stream today. But you never know. This is the reality of real-time game dev.
And we're doing it live.
Speaking of, I see some cable swapping happening just
doing
off
it
camera,
live.
So I'm just kind of looking around the room, making sure everything looks okay. We're good, maybe.
Okay.
Sorta. Hold on.
All right.
Getting the thumbs up. We're back.
We're back.
I hate that helmet.
We're back. It is true, during the play dates, I don't need my POV shown. I actively asked for them not to show it, but thankfully you're not going to have to watch me play today. So here we are on the UI. A couple things.
What do we got? What do we got?
I want to jump right into a new feature that's coming out next week. We hinted at this. We talked about it in the past. I'm going to start by, I'm navigating over to the shop. Just bear with me here. But I want to draw your attention to right here in this upper left corner.
Okay.
We are excited to be welcoming the exchange to Halo Infinite. So MCC players probably already have a good sense of what this is because this feature and functionality was heavily inspired by what's on offer in MCC. But this, I'm going to click into it here. This basically is a new supplemental, I'm going to call it a shop front. Bear with me though, except instead of using real life currency, you will be using Spartan points, which I think our progression team, they refer to this as a soft currency. So Spartan points are earnable. You will play the game, you will earn these. They'll kind of go into your wallet. You'll be able to hold on to these and then use them in the exchange to acquire customization content.
Yep. Another thing you can earn via just...
That's good. That's good. Would have been nice 2 years ago, but that's good.
Gameplay.
Yeah. Now, the exchange has a couple goals here, and these are addressing some feedback that we've heard from players really since launch.
2 years worth of feedback.
Players always would love more ways to earn content. So that box is checked. Also, a lot of content has come to Infinite since it's launched, and as a lot of people have given feedback and sort of expressed their disappointment around, some of that content has never come back to the game. I'm really referring to like...
Here's where it gets dicey, though. Imagine you're an early adopter. You've been playing Infinite consistently the last 2 years, and you're supporting the game, and you see a cool skin, you see a cool armor color, armor pack, whatever. You pay cold hard cash. You get it. Will any of those now be unlockable through Spartan points? And are the people who paid cold hard cash going to feel like, oh, well, I got screwed on this one? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is.
Like our original events, for example.
Yep.
Some of the promotional content, some of the award rewards. So, for example, this Platinum Anniversary coding, people that logged into Infinite, I believe it was live about the first 2 weeks when the game launched, got this coding for free. If you weren't there for the first 2 weeks, we've never had an opportunity for you to earn this since.
All right, so they're doing Spartan points. Cool.
Reminder, this is an awesome, this is a brand new attachment. We haven't offered this in the game yet, but this is an example of kind of one of the new, in my opinion, like this is my chase item. I really want to go after and make sure I acquire this because it's just novel and cool. And who doesn't want to run around with the giant pink spike through their head? But we're going to have about
a nice reference.
About 21 items will be available in the exchange when it launches next week. And
that's
the current
cool.
plan is roughly every 4 to 6 weeks. So basically, whenever a new operation will launch, you can expect the exchange content to. Again, we've kind of made the decision here, instead of forcing a reward on you that we've deemed cool or that we think it's worth earning, we're now just going to give you the currency and let you have a little bit more choice and decision over what reward do you want to get out of what's available. So we're excited to sort of make this shift, and I think that is a key piece of feedback we've heard is players just don't always agree that the ultimate reward that we think is cool to them. So
true,
not quite ultimate enough.
Yeah. And hey, let's be honest, sometimes they really maybe haven't been. So the hope here is that players just have a little bit more control and can really hone in on what you want and what matters to you. So your daily challenge, ultimate reward, and then the third tier of a significant amount of Spartan points will be the Operation Pass itself. So I think with that might be a good time for us to jump into the Operation Pass, and you'll get a little better sense of what I'm referring to. So let's. I've already given myself the pass and completed it. So
not a battle pass, Operation Pass.
You played all through the 20 tiers already. You've been grinding.
Busy in the internal environment. So what we're looking at now, this is the Banished Honor operation. This will go live in the game next Tuesday. As always with our operations, it is free. We do have the standard premium upsell option available as a convenience for players who are interested.
Which gets you the permanent unlock for the battle pass.
Always. You know, you gotta have it. You just unlock a bunch of currency.
One complete look for their Spartan, and then generally can now.
Okay. So they got an updated battle pass.
So stay tuned.
Cool.
Now we want to switch gears entirely.
Yeah.
And we have another demo we want to shift into. This is also something that we have. We've spoken about this before. The time has finally come. So.
What?
Launch this
we want to show. I'm going to launch this in real quick. We want to show and tell some cool stuff coming to Forge next week. So Forge is
Okay.
truly the gift that keeps on giving. We've already seen some amazing stuff coming out of the harder
do we
than it
got?
looks, and I know how much time it takes.
Environments?
But please humor me
Cool.
here. My goal was to take our new Alien Planet official palette and just lay out a bunch of the new objects and items to give you a sense.
This is smart because forgers are literally keeping this game alive. Without forgers, this game is like dead on the vine. So feeding the forgers is like the best they can hope to do right now. And so this is very smart to just give them more tools for creativity, more things. You know, they're not going to pay them anything. They're still going to use it, but at least they're feeding them and giving them more things to play with.
Of what that's going to be when this goes live. So this
It
is
looks
the map.
cool.
Again, don't judge me. My
bit
only goal here
Avatar-y,
was, let me just show the breadth of content Alien Planet palette is going to offer.
All the options.
I'm a big fan of this, John. You know, I've been kind of gushing about it, especially after I spent some time kind of really digging in.
Okay, cool. The wall textures.
I get an immediate like sort of Pandora, the planet from Avatar vibe.
Yep.
It's just really fantastical. There's some whimsy. I love the color palettes. It's a little different than what we have in Forge today. So a couple things you're seeing here on the wall, a little harder for me to show off in my space.
Yep, cool.
There will be some new decals.
What else we got?
Gravity Hammer, which I think we just did a round of tuning with the last update.
They updated
but it's
Gravity
on the list
Hammer?
again.
Yes. So after our most recent tuning update, we still were getting some feedback that the Gravity Hammer was a little too strong. It had a little too much range still. So we're going to be bringing that in a little bit more, right? We just want to make sure we're easing that power back. So it's not a super power weapon, but so it's still strong, right? So we're trying to be measured, take a smart approach with it, but you should see a Gravity Hammer slight nerf on range in the next update.
Cool. I mean, that'll help me in my Husky raid endeavors, hopefully.
Yeah. Can you imagine being like a dev on this game, community manager working on this game, and part of your job is you have to play it every week? Oh, that would be torture, man.
It is most noticeable in Husky raid for sure.
That would be work.
Next on the list, the S7 sniper rifle. What's happening with that?
Yep. So this is just a small little quality of life update we're going to be doing. It's going to speed up its ready up time when you pick it up off the ground, off a weapon pad. So you're not sitting there fiddling with it as you pick it up. It's coming up ever so slightly faster, so it feels a little snappier. Like the most common use case, I'd say, is you kill someone, you pick up their sniper, and you want to get their teammate, and you want to make that really cool double. Sometimes it felt like it took a little too long. Now it's going to be a little bit faster, and you should be able to get those highlight plays. Since you're ready for it and you know what you need to do, we want to allow players to make that play now.
That's been what's holding me back. So
Yeah.
this should really put me in that upper echelon of sniping. Cinder Shot.
Cinder Shot. Okay,
hate
so this
the
one,
Cinder Shot.
we love the Cinder Shot as a power weapon. It is very strong, but we have seen some frustrations around when you get pulled by its gravity effect. So we're going to be removing that gravity effect so you can kind of combat it and you have a little more control over your own Spartan when you're fighting against the Cinder Shot. It's still going to do...
Let's check this out.
Get off a Cobra.
Yeah, you were trying to hunt me down.
I know. I was just gonna. It spoiled the fun. I was trying to surprise.
Let's see what else.
You. Now you're prepared for it.
Yeah. Now you've given away your secret.
Now you know what I'm up to. But I still want to splat you for the sake of our viewers. I think that they're demanding it in chat. They're saying, "Please splat Unisheck."
That's exactly what they want. Yeah.
I don't. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, you see me.
All right. Well, I'm coming at you this way. And there it is. There it is.
Yep. So the final tuning update you will see with Banished Honor is the Plasma Pistol EMP, the Return of the King. It will now work on the vehicles in-game.
You did it, boys. We did it. You see this? This is for you. You deserve this. You earned this. Wonderful job. Standing O. And honestly, like, guys, chat. Man, we're back. Halo is so back, baby. Halo is so back. Let's go.
Super stoked. This one, I've been way too happy for the team to get this implemented. It's been one of the most common points of feedback since launch around the plasma pistol. We wanted to make sure it was feeling more effective, more love.
He said since launch. Since launch. 2 years people have been asking for this. Oh, baby.
And has plenty of utility, so we should see this go the distance, do some really cool things.
Oh.
Reminds me of Halo 4. There was multi-site extraction in a few different playlists. You can now set multiple sites to be active, and that'll...
Cool.
Both weapons there in the firing range. You can go ahead and pick up the Bandit Evo and get your practice in there. I've been using the firing range for a lot of my warm-up, especially before I go into ranked. So,
or networking issues that aren't behaving the way that you.
Okay, networking issues.
I saw one other community member tweet out about it.
Let's talk about networking issues.
I was really excited that the team was able to take that feedback to heart, jump in, dive in, and fix it up.
Yeah, I think that's just an example of what I was trying to get at. Some of these things are just going to be low-hanging fruit that's fairly trivial to just quickly knock out. But it doesn't mean that that's the only thing the team's focused on or that that's the only issue that they're aware of. Mm-hmm. So I do want to kind of reiterate and also just encourage people, please continue filing tickets if you have bugs you encounter or networking issues that aren't behaving the way that you would expect. Those tickets that you file through the Halo support site actually make a huge difference. Now, clearly the community team are out there. We're still looking at your feedback on social and forums and Discord. But the official support pipeline is our best way to get quantifiable, actionable information that goes right to the right people in the studio to then get sort of triaged and figure out how we can really
look. And this might be a take that people don't like. I just don't think it's I shouldn't have to go through a process of, going to your website, filling out information, doing all this, uploading a screenshot, a video, to get actionable, for you guys to fix something. And I'm sorry, maybe it's that's your system and that's the only way it's going to get done. And fair enough, whatever. But why is it my problem and my chore and my thing to deal with when something in the game that you made that I purchased is not working? You know what I mean? It's free, free to play, whatever. Bought the campaign. You know what I'm saying? So that whole report it, it's look, the best you're gonna get from me is maybe a tweet. But at the end of the day, you just need to have people on the ground looking into this stuff. You need to have people in the weeds of your community seeing what people are saying. Why should I have to go fill out a ticket every time I run into something? Now gaming is a chore. Now I'm part of the dev team to help figure out problems for the game. I don't know, man. Is that crazy? I just think when I'm please fill out a ticket, do this. I'm bro, it's a Friday night. I want to play video games with my friends. I don't want to spend a few minutes filling out a ticket for you. And certainly not when there's multiple tickets and I'm running into multiple things. And every time I run into something wrong, I have to fill out a ticket. And it's you know what I mean? It just kind of becomes a chore. I'm I've never done that for any game ever. The most you'll get from me, and this is a lot, this is if I really love the game, is a tweet just saying, hey, this happened in my game. Do you know anything about this? Boom. That's it. Is that a crazy, is that too much to ask? Or is it no, you should be filling out tickets. As a consumer, it's your responsibility to fill out those tickets and get it done. I don't know. Does that make sense, guys? Am I like crazy? It only took 2 years for them to put something back that they took out. Yeah. Yeah, it's like returning a library book 2 years later. Exactly.
Really go after it. So remember, anytime you go to aka.ms/WAC Halo support, you can find ways to file bug tickets there. Additionally, too, cheating. If you encounter people in the game that are cheating,
like, why is it my job to fix the cheating problem and to tell you about it? Like, you should just be in the discussion.
These reports that you file absolutely do help. It may not.
I know. I'm sure they help. I know they help. I know they're good, and it's great, and it's good for you guys. But it's like, dude, asking your community to shoulder the burden of solving this problem and reporting it. Like, the most you'll get from me on that is I report the player, and then you guys look into the reports. That's it. That's it.
At the moment, it may seem like we're not doing stuff, but I can assure you that we have a safety and security team that are very busy.
Are they doing? I don't know.
Working very hard to keep up, but those reports do.
I believe they're working hard. Whether the job is getting done
matter, and we really do appreciate you all kind of helping be
boots
on the ground front.
It's not your guys' fault.
Bringing this to our attention, and that gives us a sort of a trajectory to go after. So please keep that feedback coming and keep those tickets coming.
Nope, I'm not filling out tickets. If you haven't
played it yet, or you still want to, jump in there.
Okay, I'm not gonna jump in, but it's good to see that there's some positive changes happening before the new game comes out. Oh man, guys, what a journey! So, not much to write home about with Halo Infinite, as per usual. But